Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetalMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing entitled Wisdom, Your Ticket to Greatness. I've got my notes here. I want to share something really powerful with you this week, all about wisdom and how wisdom can get you from where you are. If you're in a miserable state, circumstances are bad, things aren't working out the way you want them to, you're longing for things that never seem to materialize. If you want to know what it is to break out of where you are and get to where it is that you truly want to be, you're going to have to understand what I'm going to talk about all this week on Wisdom, Your Ticket to Greatness, because wisdom is something we don't talk enough about. In the age of technology and luxury, we miss what are the ancient technologies. We miss what are the ancient principles that have always governed greatness, have always helped people come from where they are to where they truly want to be. So that's what I'm covering again all this week in Wisdom, Your Ticket to Greatness. Now, this whole series will be shown in my Life Domination online coaching program. You can learn more about that by visiting the link below. It's my private group, and it's very inexpensive. And again, learn more about that by visiting that link below. But wisdom is your ticket to greatness. If there's anybody that I have ever been impressed with, it is people who value and pursue wisdom. Again, if there's anything I've always been impressed with, it's people who value and pursue wisdom. In the day in which we live, though, I find those things are fewer and far between. I find that those type of people that I could be locked arms with, that I could have speak into my own life and me speak into their life, I find they are harder and harder to find. What I find out there is confusion. What I find out there is foolishness. You know, the idea that not doing much can bring great results, the expectation for another handout, whether it's from government or a job or whatever it may be. This feeling of entitlement, this sense of that people owe us something, that success is just something we're supposed to have, that, you know, the American dream is just something that everybody is supposed to have. Well, these dreams are coming apart at the seams. These dreams are collapsing like houses of cards. Well, what do we do in this kind of time? It's a frightening place to be nowadays. And so what it's going to take from you is this pursuit of wisdom, because wisdom, I can guarantee you, is how you're going to get out of where you are. Proven principles that govern real achievement and lasting change. So again, the person who impresses me is the person who values wisdom and understanding more than they do money, status, or material possessions. And even in my industry, you know, this personal development, self-help thing, so much of it is absolutely driven by money. You know, I see some of these guys and gals who are, you know, coaches and gurus and speakers and whatever. They talk always about 7-figure businesses, 6-figure businesses. They talk a lot about, you know, where they're vacationing and how little they have to work, but yet all these results that they're getting. It seems to me that the main pursuit here is just money. And whatever they're doing now is just utilizing the latest tips and techniques online to try and achieve some of these results. Or you may see it in something else, you know, another field, and it just doesn't work out for you. Well, the reason it doesn't is because these things are not based on proven principles. You know what I mean? They're not based on these things. They're based on something else. A lot of them are just Ponzi schemes. You know what I mean? A lot of them are just scams. But for you, what it's going to take for you is a genuine and sincere pursuit of wisdom. Wisdom. And that's what philosophy is. Philo, Sophia. Philo meaning love, Sophia meaning wisdom. The love of wisdom. To love and pursue wisdom as if being in love with it. That you pursue it, that you seek it out. Because it's going to be those principles found in wisdom. And wisdom is based upon the experience of the past. It's based upon the experience of others. Isn't that the great thing about reading books? Is that you're able to glean the information from someone else that they have learned from their experience? Imagine that. You get some experts who might spend 25 or 30 years in a particular field of study, and they write a book, and the book costs you $20. For $20, you get 25 or 30 years of someone's knowledge and experience, someone else's wisdom. Isn't that awesome, man, that you can just trade a little bit of money and get a lifetime's worth of someone else's work, a lifetime's worth of someone else's wisdom? Do you pursue wisdom? Or is your pursuit only possessions? Is your pursuit only for status or position? Is your pursuit only for money? Or do you pursue wisdom first? Am I saying there's something wrong with having material possessions? No, I'm not. Am I saying it's wrong to seek status or some of these other things? No, it's not. It's not bad for you to have money. It's not bad for you to be rich. That's not a bad thing. There's nothing evil about it, okay? There's nothing evil about wealth. But the issue is are you pursuing the true riches of this world, which is wisdom, knowledge, understanding? Because if you do, you just might find some of those other things come as an end result. But if you did it by the pursuit of wisdom, then you did it in a way that develops your character. And if you develop your character, you'll have the wherewithal to sustain success. You'll have the wherewithal to be wealthy without turning into a crook or criminal. You'll have the wherewithal to have the humility and the character and the sensibilities necessary to handle positions of power, to be in positions of leadership, to influence others. You'll have the character that's needed to be the example that people need, that we all desperately need right now. And the person whom I have the most pity for is the fool. It's the fool. Now, when I say fool, I don't mean that in an insulting way, but to live foolishly. That's the man or the woman who despises wisdom. They despise understanding. They're the ones that are living recklessly, indifferent. They are the slothful consumers who can't see beyond themselves. They can't see beyond that personal gratification, that self-indulgence. And they will take from this world and they'll give little to nothing in return. I've always felt that we have an obligation to leave the world as best we can in a better place than when we found it. When we came into this world, we brought nothing into it. But we can give so much. We can produce so much. And wisdom cannot be separated from that. So if you'll pursue wisdom and avoid the life of a fool, the reckless one who's completely hell-bent on self-gratification, then you can be an asset to this world and not a liability. It is far better to do these things than to simply complain about how bad the world is. Wisdom is your ticket to greatness. Wisdom is the way you're going to achieve what it is you truly want. Real achievement and lasting change. Change that last, not temporary change. Change that last. And real achievement, to really do what it is you're gifted and enabled to do, to fulfill that dream, that goal, that vision of your heart. I know you want to do that. So I want you to join me all this week on Wisdom, Your Ticket to Greatness. As I said, this is shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which is a video-based private coaching group. It is all shown in a private Facebook page. And again, it's video-based, topic-driven. I'm in that group administrating the page, and also there's dozens and dozens of other people just like you, highly motivated, no naysayers, no haters, none of that stuff. Highly motivated, committed people that are in there empowering and equipping and encouraging and motivating each other. Like I said, this is a great place for you to get questions answered. It's a great place for you to create a systematic way to get out of where you are to where you want to be. You need not just principles. You need not just information. You need coaching. You need help. You need assistance. You need a sense of accountability. You can get all of that out of the Life Domination online coaching group. So I encourage you to join today. Just visit the link below, mentalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. This is CJ, the Mental Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.